Why are so many people investing in real estate? Have you considered it? Stay tuned to this episode of Prime Properties where I'll be breaking down the numbers for you. I promise you, it'll be worth it. Good day, Toronto. Welcome to another episode of Prime Properties TV. So glad you could join us. I've been hit by a lot of some good questions and bad questions, good feedback and bad feedback, but let's address the elephant in the room here. Why are so many people investing in real estate? Those who have invested in an asset that is paying them, they're pretty happy that it's working on the side for them, creating some passive wealth, not even income, passive wealth. Some of the common feedback I'm getting is, Zhen, I already have investments in my RRSP and my company adds to it in mutual funds making me 8%. I'm beating inflation. I don't want to risk my savings in real estate when this bubble blows. You know, I can appreciate that, knowing how you feel. So in this episode, I want to run some numbers on your return on investment, or ROI, with mutual funds versus real estate. You can watch my opinions on whether the bubble is going to burst in Toronto in another episode. I'll put in the details below, or you can click this live up here on YouTube. For those of you who are not familiar, mutual funds are a pool of money from investors that is managed professionally by a fund manager that is diversified into different stocks. If you don't really understand that, it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo saying that it's a lot of people pooling money to give some guy to invest it in something, hoping that will make good return. Now let's compare that. It's kind of also like in real estate, think of mutual funds like a condo development or pre-construction. People give money to the developer during the pre-construction in hopes that they'll build a good product and they'll get a good return. Or in mutual funds case, the mutual manager is getting a good return on investors by buying certain indexes. Simple, right? It's fairly simple, but if you want to wrap your hand around that, you can just re-listen to that last 30 seconds. It'll probably make sense. It's been sold, mutual funds have been sold to me and probably sold to you by many people, financial advisors, banks, mutual fund salespeople. And honestly, an 8% return for doing nothing is honestly pretty sweet for just leaving it there. I mean, it doesn't get any more passive than leaving there for 8%. Well, there is a price to pay for that everyone may not be aware of, and you may have to read the fine print. A lot of the times, the promised and projected 8% mutual funds return doesn't actually include transaction fees and MER, which is short for management expense ratio. That MER is basically just like a fancy term to say that, you know what, for all the money we acquire you, we're going to take a percentage on the top over the gross of everything. So, your MERs are usually around 2.5, potentially more. Now, let's do some math. If you're promised 8%, minus your 2.5% of MER, and potentially could be more, and we'll say inflation, like before it's about 2%, you're left with about 3.5%. Which is still pretty good, and you've beat inflation, better than most people are getting in GIC, likely they're losing money. Now, let's compare that to real estate, using the simple, in the video for the cash flow condo, and I'll put it in detail below, or you can click this little I for that video. It's a simple buy and hold, and the return was a staggering 29%. But hang on. Let's take out that inflation, we're at 27%. Yeah, that's about 7 times your return, 7 times your money. Now, granted, mutual funds are definitely more passive than real estate investing. You don't have to fill the property, deal with multiple offers, or potentially late night tenant calls. But let me ask you this question. Would you want to deal with those problems so you can have 7 times the return? I'll let you guys decide for that. Thank you guys for watching. If you learned something or simply enjoyed watching this video, make sure you click subscribe to the Prime Properties TO channel and click on the little bell so that you'll be notified when I send out more content on YouTube. If you have any questions or looking for a free consultation, call me. It's right here. And make sure you guys share this with family and friends. Like I always say, an educated consumer is the best consumer. I'll see you next time, Toronto.